Good evening, warriors. This is later than usual, and this is another instant of food for thought. And I'm going to discuss weather sensitivity. Um, the reason why I'm discussing weather sensitivity is because I am one of those people that is very, very weather sensitive. Prime example is today. We started the day in mid 60s almost, which is unusual for the season as we're in the middle of March and the middle of winter here. We've been blessed with 60 to 70 degrees for the last, I think, 10 days now. But tonight, actually this afternoon, the weather started changing. It was starting to get overcast, temperatures were starting to drop, and I just could feel it. It was the tension in my neck and the low hum right here. Sometimes it sounds like a drum beat. It's like right here in my temples. And then tonight it just went, and it's like instant migraine. And I'm sure you all have that aunt, uncle, grandma, grandpa that can tell you, hey, you need to pull in that stuff because it's going to rain or snow tonight. And you're always like, what? But it's beautiful. And then it rains and snows. And weather sensitivity is something very, very real, as I can tell you. A lot of people can feel different things, and often it's at old surgery scars, old injuries, that will act up with different changes. Whether the weather is going high or low, then you have to change in the barometric pressure. Also, the change in moisture content in the air can affect people. You have the typical headache, migraines, even your allergies that instantly come out because the weather's changing and nature's going all crazy. That's part of weather sensitivity as well. And then you have the aches and pains in the joints and the old scars, depending on how the weather is changing. I can tell you, my wrists, they can feel when, even in winter, when we suddenly drop lower than what we have been all day, I can feel it. It almost feels like a locking mechanism. So a lot of times you learn to read the weather and try to prepare yourself. Some ways you can get better with your weather sensitivity and improve your weather sensitivity is something simple as taking hot and cold showers so your body can get adjusted quicker to those sudden drops. Also, do not overuse the heater and the cooler. Yes, you want to be comfortable, but you also want to encourage your body to self-regulate. You got to eat healthy and well balanced. You got to intuitively eat because your body will tell you what it needs. Also, eat in season, especially when it comes to fruits and vegetables. Those are just some tips. I hope they help some of you. They have helped me, and I need to get back to that routine. And yes, weather sensitivity is a real thing. It's not just made up. And for headache, allergy, and migraine sufferers, that can be a real pain. Even with the ones with the joint pains and the scars itching, it can be painful and it can be hard to explain because sometimes you don't even know why it has come on and how long it's gonna last. I remember a day I was on the phone with a college recruiter, and all of a sudden it was like an instant, almost going blind migraine with the ucky, pukey feeling. And I'm like, not sure what's happening. It was the middle of summer here. And the next thing I hear is the tornado warning sirens. There you go. It just happened. There was a shift big enough to just set my nerve endings on fire, and the body reacted. So be mindful of that. I know a lot of people think when I mention my weather sensitivity that I'm just making stuff up and I want to get out of stuff until they have experienced it, you really can't judge it. So be mindful and listen to your friends. And when they say, hey, I gotta go, I can't handle the weather right now, believe it. They're your friends. Why in the heck would we lie to you? I have canceled meetings, I have canceled important meetings, dinner dates, whatnot, because the weather took a plunge one way or another, and it triggered a migraine so bad my hair was hurting and the teeth in my mouth were hurting, and I go blind. Really, when it go really, really bad, I go blind. I can't see. So be aware of weather sensitivity in your friends if they have it. And also, if you are weather sensitive, read up on it. See what your triggers are and try to protect yourself to the extent that you can. And prepare yourself. Adjust according to your body. Your body will let you know what it needs. Mine right now needs sleep, so I'm going to go to bed. I just want to stop by and talk a little bit about weather sensitivity and give you a little food for thought. I hope you have a lovely evening. Goodbye.